Hello everyone, Penman. We're back with another video. This is Motor Monday once more. We have another good treat for you. We're in the Alps right now, or at least I think this is. It's the altitude map, if anyone remembers that. It's, I don't know, I kind of clicked on it by accident, or actually, no, I think I clicked on it by accident. I don't know. I wasn't really intending to do a video. I was going to postpone it and, do it on like a Tuesday, but instead, we're in the Alps right now, altitude, the throwback there, as I just said. And it's been a while since I've been on this map, and what better map to be on with the one and only 1964 Bluebuck 426 cubic inch V8 of the California Highway Patrol. Alright, I kind of butchered that. Maybe I should have said what better car to be on this old map with than the Bluebuck. But well. So this is the Bluebuck. Very nice car. Um, not too much to say about it. It's a very nice Bluebuck. It's not quite like the Bluebuck that I showed everybody last video. Didn't oh, what's going on? Ooh, we're freezing. That's not good. Okay, we're back. Okay, anyway. So, not too much to say about it. About its looks. We can definitely take a tour of the car. But, yeah, without further ado, let's real quickly pop the hood and give it a little bit of a tour. So this is the 426 cubic inch V8. It has the filter here. It has a 4-barrel carburetor. It gives out, I think, 341. Yeah, 341 horsepower and 470. I think it was 469 pounds of torque. So the real one gave off 400 or 340 horsepower and 470 pounds of torque. So it's it's probably one of the closest cars we can, like, closest accurate cars we can get. I don't think the Polara got that accurate. Even then, the Polara might not even be that accurate after all, because it can only go almost 150, but it hit 160. So I don't know. Maybe it's just because there's not, like, uh what's it called? There's the test tracks here are a lot better in terms of length than the real life ones, since I think they test them on a 2-mile track. But anyway, let's get back to this. So I think it has a camshaft in it. It either has a camshaft upgrade just to match them, or it has the internal upgrade. I don't remember, but it's got the electric no, actually, no, that's not the electric radiator. It's got this radiator right here, rather. It's got a nice fan on it. So it's not quite the performance electric radiator like the 69 Polara has. It doesn't have an oil cooler. Not too much else about it. It's 426 pounds, or not 426 pounds. That wouldn't surprise me though. But it's 426 cubic inches, so it is a very good size for what it is. This is based off the 1964 Dodge Custom 880. This has been in quite a... Actually, no. It's only been in a couple of videos, I'm pretty sure. This version in particular. But, let's get this thing started up. I don't think it has that much of a unique thing to it, but I do like the sounds, nevertheless. So let's get the... Oops. Let's get the volume up all the way real quick. Very nice. Let's just get this back down to 30% so I can hear myself think. Let's close the door and let's start going. What is this real quick? Lights. Don't even work. Very good, very good. Air. Man, this thing had air conditioners. Cigarette lighter. Very 60s. Very nice. And then nothing too much else. Alright. Some miscellaneous stuff. Alright. So let's put it in drive and let's start going. I don't know if this thing has power steering or not. I would hope so. And for brakes, this thing has a set of drum brakes at the front and the back. So it's a pretty good good car with that. It also handles the turns very well. I think historically it's been pretty good. Just in general, it weighs in at, I think, 2 tons almost. Oh no. Oh man. Oh man. It actually took that a lot better than I thought it would. And for just for the lights, it's not really, yeah, there's not even a siren on this, but holy moly does this thing turn. Yeah, so this is actually something that, this is almost, like, besides the Grand Marshals, this is pretty much the most realistic car that we have on the channel, just because the CHP genuinely did use the car that the Bluebuck is based off of. The CHP, actually no, they used the Breckel Legrand's thing, but I don't even think I have. Actually, no, I did make one. I did make a Legrand CHP car. Just wasn't the best. It was the Chevy Celebrity, but anyway. So it's 1964. The CHP, I think, have just moved on from the Chrysler Enforcers. They want something that's not a Polara, I guess, or whatever it was. So they made a whole list of specifications. They gave it to Dodge in 1960. I think it was 1963. Or 1964, I think it was, actually. Yeah, 1964. And Dodge ended up using that as a kind of a guide. Alright, we gotta be more careful. Anyway, so Dodge ended up using that as a bit of a guide for their actual police package. I think in 1965 they had the same thing, but then they switched over to the Polaris for their main source of police cars in 1966 and onwards, I want to say. Of course, the Polara was always offered as a police car. Wait, what does that say? Words that I can't read. Borg St. Colin, I think that was? I don't know. But yeah, this is first appearance. Actually, this is the first police car actually to ever be featured on the channel. The first vehicle was, I think, a red T-Series, was it? I don't remember what happened in my first video, to be honest. I think it was actually no, I do remember the first music video. It was the Bluebuck. It did have the 423 in it. Just tonight I added some more stuff to it to make it more realistic, which it wasn't that much off anyway. So but that was just kind of luck. I didn't really. I think back then I would just shove the fastest, or like the largest engine I could into the cars and then call it a police car. Which, I mean, that's not very far from the truth, but that's not really far from realism, but I wouldn't say the horsepower and the torque and all of that were different, but well. You don't really need realism to make a video like this. Well, hang on. Like music videos, but more, you don't need realism like down to the nitty gritty, like the engine and the axles and all that. But I still do it because I don't know. I get kind of bored. I like cars, especially old ones. So that's pretty much it. It saw use, I think it made it into the end of the year video as well. It was still a 423, it just wasn't the 423 that we know today. So let me just so 341 horsepower, 469. I think it reaches peak torque. I think it's somewhat similar, yeah. Almost 2400 RPM, because that's what the actual thing did, and it revs at 4,600 RPM. So that's relatively, of course, that's very low, or relatively low at least, revving vehicle by today's standards, but back then that was, like, there were cars that were only revving at, like, 3,800 RPM. So it's always good to, it's always interesting to see. I think the lowest revving car that I've ever had on the channel was, I think it was one of the diesel trucks for sure. I think it was a 20, yeah, I think it was the regulated T-Series. I forgot what that was. I think it was 2,600 RPM or something. I don't know. It was, well, actually, no. On BeamNG, the lowest revving truck was an ATS one. It was, I think it was one of the old Peterbilt engines. But other than that, this thing gets up to 0 to 60, from 0 to 60, and I think it was, well, 0 to 62, so 0 to 100 kilometers in, I think, 7.5 seconds, so I think that's half a second off from the 0 to 60. Actually, no, it's, I think it's a full second off from the 0 to 60 of an actual 880, but it's not too terrible. Actually, I guess it's kind of unrealistic, but well. It's got a very good top speed, around 130, 32 I think it was, so it's comparable to that of the 1964, actually, yeah, it's the other 1964 we have on the channel, the 353, which was a Ford Galaxy. This thing has very good braking as well, not just like regular brakes, but like engine braking. I'm feeling... Well, first off, let's just drive across the map, then we can explore some more. But, yeah, so, I don't know when the CHP got rid of these, but I assume it was in the 60s. Definitely, I don't think any of these made it into the 70s. Whoa! Ooh! Man. And one of our flashers fell off. We'll just put it back on. Is it just me, or does this thing feel really hesitant? Hang on. It could have been because, hang on, let's see here. Throttle. There's some terrain quality. What is this? Key smooth, key fast. Let's see something here. Okay, so it's genuinely like that. Okay. That's pretty cool. So this makes it probably one of the more controllable cars for that. So let's just real quickly move it back to smooth. There we go. Apply that, and boom. It does get very good torque for what it is as well. Like, for not really hesitant, but like, not really how hesitant, but like how, like, it takes a moment to get up to the revs it wants to. But on the top end, this thing is really good. Like, we're at 90, and let's see how we can take the corner. Let's see if we can use chase mode. Whoa. Very good, very good, very good. I think in the standard siren this would have is probably just the siren that we've had in the 69 Valera. Oh, look at cows. Cool. Always good to see the cows around. That's one of the things I remember from this map. I remember I would always like have like police chases. I think some of them were Dukes of Hazzard style chases. This is when, you know, years ago, I would have like the Monacos, I think, or rather the Moonhawks. They would be like, I think I would always have them, like, they would always crash out either here or down there, but we'll get to that point soon. Oh man. Oh man. Oh gosh. Oh golly. Oh darn. Okay. There we go. Anyway, yeah. So 413 cubic inches. That's it. Or yeah, 413. Surprisingly, it wasn't the biggest engine that since that's what the CHP ordered, the 413. So surprisingly, that wasn't the biggest engine that this thing had to offer. It was well, Dodge had to offer on this thing. It was actually the 426 cubic inch engine, which is actually closer to our 423 cubic inch engine that we have here. But I think it had around the same horsepower, but because of the added weight, it went a little bit slower. Oh man. And I think it had a 2-barrel as well, so I don't know what was going on with that, but I don't know what's. I think I scratched it. Alright, well, I also want to know what the hell this is. What the heck this is? Is this like pixie dust or something? Gives you like the boost. I don't know. Oh no, no, that's not the jump, thankfully. We can probably start chasing this thing in a quick second. Aw, man. Or getting into a chase with this thing, rather. Oh, not too bad. Oh no. Yeah, we need to be chasing something pretty good. Like, yeah, let's see if we can do this. There we go. Uh-oh. That's painful. It still runs. I don't know how, but it's still running. Just take all this off. We don't need fenders, they're overrated. I think that was the only thing keeping that side of the car up, but that will. Can we still do it? No, we cannot. Alright, I'll go set up a chase. We will be right back. Alrighty, so we're chasing the Bishu Wigan. I think we've ever had this on the channel before, but it's a pretty fast car. It's like a 4-wheeler. So, not really much to say about it. Let me just make sure of something. Did it go that way? Yes, it did. That's not good. That's worse. That's not good either. Okay, that's a little bit better. That's still not good. Actually, no, that's not good. That's not good. Can we put it in reverse? Can we save it? Can we save it? Yes, we can. We can't. We don't have enough traction to do a J-turn. Or whatever you want to call it. Aw, man. Okay, we'll be right back. Alrighty. Back once more. We'll just redo this. So, it would appear that this thing doesn't know when to shift. Like, it's shifting into second when it really should be staying in first, but we're in second now. We gotta get up to... Actually, I wouldn't go up to third. Come on, don't shift to third, please. There we go. Now we're in third, so... We have our lights on? Yes, we do. Thing is, this thing is just very heavy. That's probably one of the reasons why we're... No! And he has a supercharger, which I think... Hey, let's see how much horsepower he has. Wow. So, a fair amount of horsepower. Well, a small amount of horsepower. Very small car. So we need to use our first gear to help us out a little bit here. Oh, come on. No, not into anything but the rock. That's not rock, that's a tree. Alright, take 3. We can do this. We can do this if we just lock in. I think we should stay in third person for this. Maybe we can get something. Maybe we can get like a cool angle like this, and not go off the road at the same time. Well, how would we just do this? This car is definitely powerful, it's just not the instant power that the Polara had. Oh. Wow. So these aren't really... So that was a good maneuver, but he's still running. And I don't have that much of a car to chase him with again. So we'll just put this right here. And we'll put this right here, and then we'll start up again. Boom. I don't know what this is. I don't know if this is like a added, like the stuff on the road. I don't know if this is like some form of a, like a traction thing or what it is. Kind of feels almost grippier when we're on it. Oh no, not again. Ooh. We got a guardian angel on our side, I see. Come on, come on. Turn, come on, make the turn. Oh boy. So this is the fun thing about these roads. I think we're pulling too. That's good. Oof, okay. Go down here. Ah, hang on, we're not out of the game yet. See, this is what you get when you... Oh! This is what you get when you take a 60s American land barge... Oh. You take a 60s American land barge and put it up against a very small Japanese-style car that has mostly engine, I would say, very little weight, and put this all, mash them up together on a map that's in the Austrian Alps. That was from where none of these cars would actually be. Nevertheless, it's a good time. Hang on, hang on, hang on. No, we cannot. So let's see how far we got. You know what? We'll put this up against an actual... We'll put this up against a bit of a better car for this. So we'll put this, what year is this? 80s? Oh, 90s, no. We'll put it up against a... We'll put it up against Miramar. I think it has a decent top speed. 97, okay, we can make that work. See, we're going against an underpowered car now, so we don't need to take the turns as fast as we usually do. So I need to figure out what this glowy stuff is, like the reflective stuff, so it could just be a bug. I don't know if I have any frequent altitude players, if they could leave this down in the comments as to what it is. I can't really tell if the weight, you know, because this is a 2-ton car, I can't tell if the weight of it's keeping me down or if keeping me on the road, or if that stuff is helping me out. Wow, so this thing's terrible. That thing up there, really. There, Miramar. It's a lot better with the flathead V8, and it's gone. Man, so how about we just forget about the chase, but not too bad. So that wasn't a bad chase. We actually kept up with them this time, and I didn't go off the road or crash, so that's pretty good. I think this is where most of the chases would end up being, right here. At least the ones that I remember. It would end up being, like, over here-ish, and then they would probably crash, I think, at the guardrails. No, those aren't guardrails, those are just rails. The engine braking on this thing isn't that smooth either. Actually, no, that was decent. So that's actually not bad because first gear was helping us stay in that. Just turn on that. Oh man. I could have sworn there was a pretty good sized jump, so let's just go down here. Ooh, I am. See, this is almost like the Brooklyn 9 where you can feel almost every single bump. Let's see if we can ride this. Come on, first gear, come on. First gear, don't fail me now. Wreck and drive. I think we're in second. What are we doing? 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 See, oh no, this is one of the. I didn't realize. I don't usually take the Bluebuck off road. You can actually, you can feel every single bump. This is realistic. Yay! Aww. I will admit some of that, a little bit of that was on purpose, but we'll just buff all that out, see? Whoa! Put it in first place. Honestly, I don't remember being, like, this far up the map. Like, actually driving this far up the map. Let's get the first... What are we doing? So, I don't know... I'm pretty sure... Let's just real quickly look at the weight on this thing. Since I know it's around 2 tons. This just feels like a very, very heavy car. Just real quickly check. Node. Oh, wow. So it's almost 2 tons. I think it's a little bit heavier than the... Yeah, it's a little bit heavier than the... I'm blanking. It's a little bit heavier than the 69 Polara. Was that a... Was that somewhere to climb? It kind of is. I don't know. You know what I need to check out actually one of these days? Speaking of, like, climbing? Shell Mountain. Or Mount Shell, or whatever it is. That's actually the map that got me into this. I think it was YBR, I started watching him. And my favorite video of his was probably, oh boy, the Shell Mountain. It's an old video, though. Or old map, rather. Well, and an old video. I think that was when, like, you had to... It was all, like, white GUIs and, like... Or white UIs, rather. Oh, that sucks. Okay, really good. And white GUIs, it's like, everything was very old school. Oh no. This is a very unsafe road. This is a little bit and it's amazing to see though how BMG has evolved. Oh, has evolved. I remember having a car here, like a Grand Marshal here. But it's I think we're almost at 13 years for BMG being on the platform. And it's been a very we're gonna need a lot more speed for that. I knew there was a jump coming around here somewhere, so let's just back up and hope to dear God this thing can get up to top speed. Very short time. So let's just start here. Yeah, you can definitely feel the weight of this thing. Like, it just feels like you can feel the weight of this thing a lot more than you can feel the weight of the Polara, the 69 Polara. Or any other car, for that matter. Alright, let's see here. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, so that ramp's non-collidable. I see. We might just have to make our own ramp, because I don't think we're making that. We'll try one more time. So we'll go all the way back here, and we'll just send it. If we don't get sent over the cliff or into the woods. So that was almost top speed, but we did get slowed down a little bit, so we'll probably just make our own little ramp here. I'm sure this wheel roller won't be that bad. Adjust the demonstrate the effectiveness of all-wheel drive systems. What is this? Hang on. Oh. Oh, so it's not an actual ramp, is it? I'm curious now. What is this? What is this, guys? What is this? It's very confusing, that's what it is. So we'll just put this back here. Okay. Ramp. Ramp. Put that right there. We'll put the scale for this up all the way. There we go. We'll put it back a little ways. And we will see if this will be able to do it. I have a feeling that this will be a lot deadlier than you might want it to be. So we'll put the length out a bit more. We can give more time for this thing to smooth out. Actually, no, that's not, that's gonna be an issue. So we'll put it a little bit longer, a little bit shorter rather. All right. And also for the gearing, I just forgot it has 276 gears. The Monaco was I think 271. Yeah, Monaco was 271, and the player was also 271, I would say. Here we are. Oh, actually, hang on. That's absolutely doable, though. That is absolutely doable. We just need to get more speed. Alright, come on. First, come on. 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 Alright, move it there. Come on, come on. Oh, we're not gonna make it. No, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it, bro. Let's go all the way back here. Because we're going to make that ramp. And we're going to see what's on the other side, even though we can probably just teleport over there. Oh, boy. Oh, no. Man. That's not good. Okay, you know, maybe we might just need to do this the cheaty way. Which of course this not quite. That's not good. That's not good either. Hang on. Like I said, guys, we're gonna be doing this. It's just gonna take us a second. That's not gonna work. The ramp is too far up. Let me just... You know what this will do. See, we made it. We made it to the other side. Is that Buzz Lightyear? Whatever that says. Oh no, so... Okay. So we can't really make that jump because there's nowhere else to jump to. So that's probably the lake. Alrighty, well, I guess I... Oh, okay, I see what this is now. We just go down here, then we jump into the lake, probably. Where, as you just saw, there were a lot of goodies down there. Oh, that sucks. You know what? Hang on, we'll put this right here. Boom. 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 Go. Charge. Come on, let's go down the hill. Let's go hit maybe 100, 105, 106. There. Boom. Actually, are we going to make it into the lake first try? Well, not necessarily first try. There we go. Alright, we're in, and let's just travel down here, I guess. Too bad there's no submarines in this game. I also just learned about this, by the way, so it's a bit of a journey here. Looks like we're going into an alternate dimension. An alternate dimension where the gas crisis never happened. Where the oil crisis never happened, and all the V8s still roam the roads with no issue. Good, who am I kidding? Anyway, I hope... Interesting. Whoa, whoa, wow, it goes really down. What's down here? We're like almost a kilometer. Oh my, we're almost a kilometer down. Okay, that's very weird. Anyway, I hope everyone enjoyed this video. This is the 1964 Gavril Bluebuck. This is the 426 cubic inch V8, based off the 1964 Dodge 880. Dodge 880 Custom. Actually, no, it's just the Dodge 880 Police Interceptor. This was the Police Pursuit, probably. Police Package, rather. And with it had the 413 cubic inch. 413 cubic inch. So I hope everyone enjoyed, and I will see you probably a little bit later this week.